Guys, I'm officially canon. I'm in Honor of Kings. Look at me on the far right there, guys. If you guys log on to Honor Kings right now, go to your Honor Pass, click the little fist symbol, and go to Talents at the top. You can vote for your boy. Whoever gets the most vote gets some sort of prize. I don't know what it is, but if I win it, I'll show you to you guys here on stream. But yeah, drop a like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. Recently, Honor of Kings has an event. It's called the 48-hour ranking marathon. And as you can see there, for a split second, you know, there was 2 players on there. Those 2 players were competitive Mlbb pros. They basically paid them to come over here and try the game and, you know, partake in this challenge here, right? It was MOBA, Zane, and Hoon. And they're both a part of this team called BTK, which qualified for MSC, I think it's called. Whatever the like highest level of play is for MLBB, they qualified for. And because they partook in this event or campaign from a competitor, they actually got disqualified from competing in the tournament that they rightfully earned and qualified for. And there's a big drama going on about that. So we're going to go ahead and review all that right now together, guys. And how I kind of know about this and how I'm kind of in the ring with this is my manager, you know, for HOK that's really helped me out on my HOK journey, Dave, worked with all these players as well, too, as well as my friend Pika. You know, those of you guys from the Unite times know about Pika Diff, right? Pika Diff I was gonna meet him, you know, in a upcoming tournament because he was gonna be with that team. So they might not go anywhere. I might not see him in this upcoming tournament, right? Did they really get disqualified, or is it a rumor? From my understanding, they are disqualified. Like, it's not a rumor. They might try to like fight it, but they are properly disqualified. Let's watch a video breaking this down, by the way, too. I saw this one early. I thought it was really good, so I want to fully watch it on stream here. I watched a little bit of it, as you can see. I saw it was pretty well done. And from my understanding, I'm not very knowledgeable about MLBB, guys. I'm an HOK guy, but from my understanding, the tournaments and stuff for MLBB don't have actual prizing. Like, they don't give you real money. They give you like in-game tokens or some shit like that, you know? And when you're a pro player, it's already hard to make money, right? It's already hard to make money. And so players gonna have to look to, you know, make money elsewhere, because, you know, if they're being fed right on MLBB, maybe they would not look for other places to get money. I don't really know, but that's something I heard. Let's go ahead and watch this video and see if they can break it down a little bit more. But I'm personally not a fan of these non-compete type agreements where it's like, oh, since you play our game competitively, you're not allowed to play any other game competitively, you know? Like, that's really dangerous for a content creator or a pro player, right? Because, you know, like, what happens? You want to transition. Everyone wants to become a personal brand, become, you know, be able to play other games, you know? They don't want to have to, you know, just be stuck playing one game forever. Okay, let's go.
So apparently, streaming a different game before
they added the rules 2 days before the sponsor stream.
Or worse, disqualification.
Added it was 2 days.
Yeah. There's a rumor flying
if
around.
They, I heard that the rules are added after. If they were added before, then
what? Because
then that changes things, because you are, you know, you're expected to understand the rules, you know.
Before the rules even took effect. Gasp.
Yeah. See, if it so from what I've been told, it's the rules have not taken effect during the time they were sponsored. You know.
The MSC 2025.
Yeah. What if the Danny?
Chapter 1. It clearly says these rules apply to teams qualified for MSC from July 10th to August 2nd, 2025.
Yeah, July 10th to August 2nd. This was before, dude. It's not even July 10th right now. You know, so theoretically they should not apply. But from my understanding, all these rules, they have something worded in there where it's like, no matter what the rules say, if we want to kick you, we have the option to kick you for whatever reason we deem, you know, whatever. So they always have that shit worded in the contract that gives them absolute power. So even if you completely follow the rules, if they, for whatever reason, do not like you, they could just ban you. It will always be worded into these contracts for any games and stuff, you know, like.
Now, quick math time. Hoon and Zane streamed Hawk on June 27th and 28th. That's before the rules even kick in. You know, like trying to give someone detention for something they did last semester. So what rule did they break exactly? Oh wait, there's this one. Team members may not take actions that are detrimental to Muntun, MSC, or MLBB. Right, because...
Yeah, so if you read that rule there, basically they see playing a competitor game on your stream as actions against them, you know? Which sucks.
Streaming a game for 2 days is obviously an act of rebellion. Next thing you know, they'll say,
sounds like an at-will. Yeah, I understand some, you know, corporate jobs have you do this as well too, but it's very, very clear, you know, and it's definitely not normal in the gaming space from my perspective, as someone that's been in the gaming industry as a content creator for a while, you know, as a gaming creator and a pro. I've never had to sign a contract that was like this,
no
thankfully.
agreements were violated, and unless Muntan suddenly owns the calendar, they can't enforce a rule before the rulebook activates.
Yeah, see, the rule didn't even activate yet, according to that, right?
The thing is, I mean, you guys probably don't know, but this was already going on even before I streamed. Like, we were already talking about it. I don't know how you guys know. There's nothing confirmed, but it is what it is.
Apparently, it got broken out to the public because one of the players in a Discord was like popping off, bro. Because 2 of the players of a 5-man team took the sponsorship deal, right? But the other 3 players, they're like, yo, what the hell's going on, man? Because their whole team got disqualified. So the 3 kind of like, I don't want to use the word innocent as if Hoon and Zane did something wrong, but like the 3 people that are not even involved in any way, you know, like by not partaking in the sponsorship or whatever, they kind of get fucked from it too, which sucks. Yeah.
What's the T? Basically, with a sponsorship deal,
the games
HOK
are pretty much
ACT,
identical, but I think HOK is actually better in like almost every single way. Like MLB is just such an old archaic game, you know. It's like a 1990 Camry versus a 2025 Camry, you know, like.
And
it's reliable with the 1990 Camry, but it's not as good as the 2025 Camry, bro.
Well, that's what my agent told me, you know. I didn't know much details. We don't have any contract with Bunton. We have contract with HOK. I don't think the ban is reasonable at all, but if they force it, I don't know what to say. Well, nothing's confirmed, so I'm just waiting to
Hoon is hella chill about this, bro.
Response and waiting on the
about getting
response.
Dude, this is like the biggest tournament kind of like ever for MLBB,
guys,
you know?
There's something going on, but I do not want to talk about it until something is confirmed. Right now, nothing is.
From my understanding, it is officially confirmed. From my understanding.
You can tell they're heartbroken, confused, and probably.
Dude, and what sucks is this team, by the way, that they're disqualifying. Number one, they earned their place in. Okay, they were the number 1 team in North America, right? And then now that number 1's going to number 2. So nothing against the number 2 team, but it's going to a team that does not deserve it because they didn't win. They weren't number 1. And this is the most popular team in NA as well, too, guys. Like BTK is so popular. You know, everyone kind of knows about it. Even people that don't, I don't even play MLBB and I know about them, you know? And I know about their creators and such. So it's going to be a big hit to the NA community in general. And you guys know MOBA games, NA, we're not the majority here. We're the minority, you know? So we can use all the help we can get here in the MOBA space in NA. But it sucks that we're going to go into this kind of like war here where, you know, we want to just, you know, take ownership of actual players and stuff. And
wrong esport.
Yeah,
these guys aren't just players. They've been carrying NA MLBB on their backs for years. They didn't get brand deals, league support, or prize pools worth bragging about.
Yeah, the prize pool is terrible too. That's like a huge part of it.
Meanwhile, other regions got LAN events.
This is like so
national support.
This is so OD for them not getting it. Like if they were paid like every step of the way, you know, like if they were getting paid every month on salary to play MLBB and stuff, you know, then I was like, I kind of understand, bro. It's like, yo, dude, MLBB is paying you, bro. You know, like, why are you promoting someone else? But they're not getting paid. When they win the tournament, they get in-game diamonds, you know, like, so it's like, can you really have like the audacity kind of, you know, to be like, yo, dude, you guys can't do that, bro. Like, if y'all paying them every step of the way, I understand, you know, like, yo, what up, Goobus? Peyton, how you doing, my man? We're watching some drama right now about MLBB.
And now
you have no clue what's going on, but stick around for the ride.
Roster that's ever made noise internationally. So let's be real here. This isn't about rule violations. It's about Muntan being allergic to NA having momentum. The second it looks like Hoon and Zane might do something legendary, boom, disqualification threats.
I don't think it's about them not wanting NA to succeed. I think they are what's it called? They are trying to make an example of them, bro. They see these really popular NA, you know, MLBB players, and they're like, oh, like these guys are promoting and taking money from our competitor. Let's make an example of them so no other creators and players for MLBB dare to work with a competitor again while not giving them money at the same time. You know, it's like they're making an example of them, I think. Like, there's no reason for them to be against NA, you know, because NA is one of the most lucrative player bases. So I don't think they hate NA. They just want to make an example of these players so that other players think twice before working with a competitor, you know, which sucks. Like, it's a really predatory practice, but I can understand it, you know, from a business point of view. If it makes them more money in the long term, like that's what business is supposed to do. I don't think that's going to make him more money in the long term, because right now this whole situation is just going to push Zane and Hoon and potentially the rest of BTK to HOK. What if HOK comes out and goes like, you know what? Those guys are straight up abusing y'all. Let me pay y'all to just play our game. And then the biggest team in MLBB NA will go over to their competitor and full time for them. And then there you go. They win NA. They win the NA MOBA market at that point. Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah, the bleach skins are actually crazy though, Grievous. We just got the Ichigo one. Look, he's playing it with it right now too.
Muntan, follow your own rulebook. We know reading can be hard, but y'all wrote the dates yourselves. And to everyone else watching, if you care about fair play, real grind, and not letting manufactured drama take out our best shot, stand with S8, stand with Hoon, stand with Zane. Because
yeah,
if this
I do say all of this because they earned it, man. At the end of the day, they earned their spot, bro. Like, if you want to not give them promotion, you know, like not shout them out on Instagram or Twitter, whatever, cool. I think that's fair, all right? Because like you're shouting out someone that shouts out a competitor. But to not let them play for a spot they earned is kind of messed up, you know? They spent a lot of time and money, you know, getting good and earning that spot, bro. They earned that spot. Now it goes to number 2 team. Even when NACT had money as a prize pool, it wasn't enough to make a living. It's almost, for these games, it's really hard for it to be enough. It's almost never enough, you know? It's almost never enough. But since then, I went over to Zane and Hoon's chat. I wanted to watch a little bit of the HOK stream on here with you guys, you know? And you can see, you know, they removed all their HOK stuff, man. All the HOK stuff is removed. So I don't know how that's gonna work with a sponsor. Now, if I was HOK, I'm like, yo, I just paid y'all a bag to play my game, and you deleted it one day after I paid y'all the bag. HOK's probably not happy. They're in a really bad spot right now. If I was them, I would just sack the MLBB for now and keep the HOK content up, secure your bag, because if you remove I don't know how their contracts, but if you remove the videos or the streams or whatever, they might face a penalty, or they might have to pay back the money that they earned from that, and then that sucks because that's not going to get them back in. If removing the videos guarantee gets them back into that tournament, then maybe it's worth it, you know, because you get a lot of money just for joining the tournament, from my understanding. But if it doesn't, and they're just like fucked, like they took down the video, they don't get the HOK money, and they don't go to the tournament for MLBB, oof, that's gonna be rough, man. That's gonna be rough. And while it is bad for Hoon and Zane here, these guys, you know, it's worse for the 3 other unnamed teammates. I think, like, I don't know them too well, but I think they're like Fried Chicken, something like that, like Best Player, whatever, and one more. I don't know. I'm not in the MLBB scene, but those guys are like, we didn't even do anything. We're on a team where 2 of our players got disqualified for breaking a rule that's not in effect yet. Those guys are the super innocents, like without a doubt innocent players. Can they do something for those guys? Can they put those guys on the, you know, the 2nd place team somehow? Or can they tell them to make a new team? I don't know. That's good. That's good, B1. So he should switch over, bro. He should switch over. Yo, HOK, we're on the up and up, boys. We're on the up and up. We here at HOK take care of our people, man, all right? Hey, I'm a caster as well, too. All right, Zane, Hoon, everyone, BTK, y'all, if y'all come in and I cast any of y'all games, I'm gonna hype y'all up, bro. I'm gonna hype y'all up crazy. Yo, that's Zane, one of the best players from MLBB here now on the HOK circuit. I'm probably not allowed to say MLBB on broadcast because that's a competitor as well. One of the best players on well-known MOBAs is now in HOK or some shit like that. I don't know. And it's really sad. On top of all this, guys, that was just the players, guys. The organization that sponsored them, SAUL Esports, is an Indian organization. Some of you guys from Unite might know about them because they made it to Worlds. The year I was in Worlds, thing. SAUL Esports was also Worlds. I think they're in Worlds this year too. So they're an Indian organization that sponsors a lot of teams and stuff. You know, they really help out the players because you need funding, right? As a player, you want to play the game and be good, right? You got to get paid to play the game, so that you don't have to go to work. You know, and those guys are burdened out too because they paid this team lots of money to go ahead and play and train up and be good and represent them, and now they can't represent them. You know, they cannot represent them now because they got disqualified. So it's bad for everyone, you know. It's such a lose-lose situation. Like, it looks bad for Moontoon or MLBB because it looks like they're really petty and they're scared of competition here because of their actions now. It's bad for the players because now they, you know, they're in a screwed situation. It's bad for HOK too, actually, you know, because, well, the HOK has some positive press from this, but, you know, one of their sponsorships that they just, you know, worked out, one of their campaigns kind of, you know, had a sour ending to it, right? And yeah, like, I don't think there's any winners out of this, man. Maybe if everyone switches over to HOK and they stop supporting the predatory practices of Moontoon from MLBB, then it'll be positive for HOK. But right now, I think, like, it's bad for everyone on the MLBB side, and, like, for HOK, it's, like, neutral, you know? It's, like, strictly neutral right now. And that's where it is. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's fair? What happened to them? Or do you guys think it's like, yay, we have you guys competing in our tournament here, you know, you represent us. It's not fair that you guys are gonna, you know, play and promote a competitor, you know? Do you think that's fair? It is a bit, yeah, that's a great word there, not good. Exploit, it feels exploitative, you know? Like, I've thankfully never been in this situation, but if I was in this situation, or if I had a friend in this situation, I would feel like it is fairly exploitative because they don't get paid really to play their game a lot, right? And the rules were the rules, they weren't even in effect yet. And, like, you know, like, it feels fairly exploitative. Yo, what up, Shingo? I think the most important thing is that the community, like, do what the community wants is the most important thing in my opinion, you know, like. I hope HOK can make an NA league so Zane and Hoon can grind pro. Imagine if they, dude, that would be amazing, bro. Hey, dude, I want to play some pro too, man. All right, let me play some tank, man. Yo, if Zane and Hoon get on your HOK, bro, hit me up. Y'all need a tank, bro. Number 1 Zhongfei, number 1 Zhang Yu, number 1 Liang Po. I'm about to get back into pro myself.